You're listening to the 5-Minute Friday podcast episode of The Aligned Self. This is your host, Daniel J-N-O-V. Okay, 5-Minute Friday, a short and concise podcast episode of The Aligned Self designed to leave you with a question, an idea, a strategy, a tip, a hack, in order to give you greater access to your conscious awareness, evolving your conscious awareness, or give you greater mastery over your mind. Hello and welcome to this 5-Minute Friday. In this episode, I'm going to expand on a concept that I touched upon a week ago on the last 5-Minute Friday, and that is examining your capacity to receive. Now, your capacity to receive and being open to receive is a critical distinction in manifesting, in allowing your intentions, your desires to show up in your life. One way to think of it metaphorically is to present an open cup or an empty cup to the universe. If your cup's not empty, if you're not open to receiving, if you're not open to allowing, then there's no room for your desires to show up. And your capacity to receive has its roots in the idea of deservability. Do you deserve good fortune? Do you deserve the best aspects of life? Do you deserve to get the things you want? That is grounded in your self-concept, your self-identity. And a close cousin to deservability is worthiness. Are you worthy of these riches? Are you worthy of the bounty and the abundance that you've been asking the universe to deliver to you? Sometimes it's rooted in your belief in luck, in good fortune. I had a client come to me one time, and there was a foundational belief that was there, basically saying, if I want it, I'll be denied it. And in his experience of life, that was an expectation. That was just like the law. That's the way it was. If he wanted it, he would be denied it. And that was basically the experience that he called forth. That was the story he was telling. So the new story that we began telling is, if I want it, I can have it. And every time we told that new story, if I want it, I can have it, we called up experiences and circumstances that were fulfilled because he wanted it, he desired it, and he went out and got it. He attracted it. And like any idea, any hypothesis, the more evidence that you can accumulate to support that idea, the stronger its conviction, the stronger the belief. So what is your capacity to receive? One little test that you can look at is, how do you accept a compliment? Do you take it full force, or do you downplay it? Do you try and evade it, act like it was no big deal, or, oh, this little old thing? Or minimize what happened, oh, it wasn't that big a deal. Or what I refer to as the critical slam dunk is, you accept it and then immediately discount it. Oh, I could have done better. It was okay, but. Or another avoidance strategy in accepting and receiving that compliment is to deflect it and deflect it back. For instance, if someone says you look amazing, you'll immediately say, you look amazing too, like to deflect the attention from you. So how do you accept a compliment if you're in full receiving? You accept it full force. If someone compliments you, you say, thank you for noticing, or I appreciate you saying so. You don't say anything back. You don't return a compliment because, frankly, if someone gives you a compliment and then you immediately turn around and give them a compliment, it means nothing to them. Because intrinsically, they know you had no intention to compliment them. You only did so out of some reciprocal need to balance the equation. Yet, if you do have a deep need to want to acknowledge them, to thank them or compliment them in some way, still hold off. Don't do it right then. Make a note to communicate to them at a different time so they can fully own the compliment, where it's not tainted by whatever embarrassment you might feel. And frankly, to say something back to someone immediately is a slap in the face. Or to downplay the compliment as if it's nothing. It's basically saying, you stupid idiot, can't you see how defective I am? If you had half a brain, you would see that I don't deserve to be complimented. On another note, I once saw a young man win $1 million with a scratch-off lottery ticket. He bought it on impulse. And when he won the $1 million, someone asked him, "What are you going to do with the money?" The first thing he said was, "Most of it's going to go to charity." It's like, I don't deserve this money, and I'm going to try and get rid of it as fast as I can. And you even hear it with the multimillionaires. They've accumulated millions and millions of dollars, maybe even $1 billion, and then suddenly they reach a point in their life where they're going to give back, which is underneath that is the belief, I've been taking and taking from other people all this time, and I feel guilty about it. So another aspect of being open to receive is also allowing other people to receive. Like there's more than enough to go around. When you see millionaires and billionaires and other people that are doing well and having a high degree of success, you feel good for them. You love the fact that they can do it, that they are an inspiration to you because you can do the same. And in that thinking, you're never envious, you're not jealous, because in envy and jealousy is the feeling underneath it is I'm not enough, I'll never be enough. So another angle at which you can look at your capacity to receive is, could you accept someone giving you $10,000, $20,000 with no strings attached for doing nothing? If they said, I have plenty, I see that you can use it, you can put it to good use, I want to give it to you. Would you take it? Would you really? Let's play it down even smaller. Let's say you're standing in line at Starbucks and the person next to you says, you know what, I'm feeling generous today. I'd like to buy you a cup of coffee. Would you allow them to? Would you let them buy you a cup of coffee? Or would you say, no, I can buy my own. Buy someone else a cup of coffee. You see, being open to receive is allowing the universe to gift you items, gift you money, gift you fame, gift you happiness, where you don't have to earn it, you don't have to struggle for it. It can come with grace and ease. Can you allow life to give you things with ease? This whole idea of the capacity and openness to receive can be, and typically is, the critical difference in your manifestations, your intentions in showing up. Sometimes people say the law of attraction doesn't work for me. I intend and intend and intend, but nothing shows up. And when we look, there is this unwillingness to actually allow things to show up without struggle, without strife, without effort. So as a result of this episode, and you inquire, and you discover that you have a block to receiving, how do you release it? Well, you simply start affirming, I am open to receive everything that is due me and even things I haven't earned. I am open and willing to accept the bounty and the abundance of life. So, when someone compliments you the next time, what you say is, thank you for noticing. In fact, what you said was so meaningful to me, I was wondering if you might write it down so I can refer to it in the future. Because you're obviously a person of class and taste and can recognize refinement when you see it. So your compliment means a lot to me. Now, that might be a little over the top, but I have asked people to write down their compliments. I'll say, what you said was so meaningful to me, I would like a copy of it. Could we write that down and I could use it as a testimonial? Can I tell other clients? Can I tell other people about it so they don't make a mistake and go somewhere else where someone doesn't care as much about them? And while you might not make it a practice to ask people to write down their compliments, if you have that attitude that what they said was so valuable to you, you're so appreciative, that is the way you want to be to create that opening. So that's it for this 5-Minute Friday. Take a look for yourself. What is your capacity to receive? Is that the critical difference? Is that the block that's holding back the bounty, the headwaters of abundance flowing to you? Everything that's supposed to be in your pocket? Check it out. How does it feel? Until next time, this is your host and friend, Daniel Dano V, urging you to follow your bliss. Live your life from inner signals. Be inner directed. And allow your life to be the story of your self-expression as you live the epic adventure.